Hi everyone, I'm Aaron. Welcome to the Brumos Collection. I'm honored to be your personal guide in celebrating America's 250th anniversary. In this series of 4 videos, we will walk through decades of racing history, historical figures, and events that not only shaped Brumos history, but American racing history as we know it. So join me as we learn about Harry Miller. Our collection contains one of the largest number of surviving Miller Indy cars, and that is no coincidence. Harry Miller is often called the greatest creative figure in the history of the American racing car. After short stints of working at an automotive manufacturer and as a race mechanic, Miller began building carburetors. Opening a small shop in Los Angeles, California in 1909, Harry would release the patent for one of the most innovative racing carburetor designs the world had ever seen. He would even develop his very own alloys when producing carburetors and parts, making him the go-to shop for top race drivers and mechanics from across the country. In 1913, racing driver Bob Berman asked Miller to rebuild his Peugeot L45 engine. This would be Miller's first look at the groundbreaking dual overhead camshaft design that would inspire him to become one of the greatest engine builders of all time. In 1917, he built his first race car, the Golden Submarine, raced by the famous Barney Ofield. After a decade of success, Miller, along with his engineer Fred Alfenhauser and draftsman Leo Goosen, designed the 183 cubic inch engine, which won the national championship and soon after the Indy 500. This would kick off a remarkable Indy legacy for Miller. In total, Miller-powered cars won the Indy 500 12 times, with the longest consecutive streak being 7 wins from 1928 through 1934. The cars did not only dominate the podium, but also the starting field. From 1926 to 1929, more than 3/4 of the starting field was made up of Millers. At its peak, no less than 85% of starters were Miller-powered. In total, Miller race cars won a combined 43 national championships. Miller race cars won everywhere, on dirt tracks, on board ovals, on beaches, on salt flats, and even on a road course or two. Their dominance did not stop on land. Miller's engines also achieved greatness on the water, producing numerous Gold Cup wins and many other speedboat wins. At one time or another, almost every major speed and distance record was held by a Miller product, a record that hasn't been matched by any other manufacturer since. Miller's brilliance did not stop with the Miller name. After Miller got hit hard by the Great Depression and some poor business decisions, his team carried the torch forward. Fred Alfenhauser, assisted by Leo Goosen, continued to refine the Miller engine design and designed the legendary Offie motors, which continued to dominate Indy for the next 50 years with 27 wins. From his early carburetors to his legendary ideas that led to racing dominance, it would be no understatement to say that Miller was the greatest creative mind in American racing history.